What's up, Rebels? What is up, Rebels? How you all doing? Who's in the chat so far? Anybody in the chat? I see little Tasman. What happened to all the subs? Yeah, YouTube be YouTube, and you know how it goes. You know how it goes. We're waiting on our guest, Mr. AIRMAX. He should be on here really soon. What is up? Who's in the chat so far? Fabulous Disaster, what's up? How are you? Yeah, I'm not doing Thunderstruck right now. I'm playing Have a Drink on Me. Yeah, happy hour? Happy hour Rebels? I can't wait, man. It's going to be a blast. We're waiting on AIRMAX now to hop in. Check my camera a little bit. Medusa, hello. How you doing, man? How is it going? I tell you what, I've been running so late trying to get this ready. It has been one of those days. You guys ever have one of those days, man, where you just, holy crap, anything that could go wrong goes wrong. You know how it goes. But it's getting there. It's getting there. We're almost ready. Like I said, I'm waiting for my buddy AIRMAX to hop on. Oh, man, yes, I did. I've got almost all. Okay, so I have all. Let me start off with I have all of the G.I. Joe classified so far. But the Cobra Island I only have one of, and they're open. So I ordered some today. I did not get. Oh, I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not prepared. I did not get all of them. I have not gotten Beach Eyes or Beachhead yet, and I've only got one Baroness. I don't know if I'm going to get the other Baroness or not. Hey, Rebels are fabulous. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get them all yet. But yeah, I picked up 3 of them off of Target. Well, hello, Blue Eyes. You're supposed to be working. What are you doing? Okay, now I'm ready. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just waiting on my boy AIRMAX. We're going to have ourselves an awesome little chat. At work, just want to say hi and support you. Rebels, no rules. Yes, thank you, man. Thank you, Dave. Hey, Blue Eyes. I got me a Cobra Trooper. A second figure of the John. Yes, Cobra Trooper's badass. That's a really good figure. Your fault. Yeah, that Cobra Supreme. That Cobra Supreme has lured you in. I feel like I'm not looking at the screen. I tell you, it's been a day. It's been a morning, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Let's see here. And of course, every notification that you can think of is going to hop up on my computer. It's hopping up on my computer right now. Yeah, while I'm live. I love it. Love it. Anyways, guys, sorry. Oh my goodness. Now it's going to my email. I hope you guys can still see me. Here we go. Wow. What a day. What a day. But yeah, so I got Cobra Island Trooper, and I barely got Firefly today, but I got Firefly. LOL, I'm on break, Rebels. You're always on break. I just took you lunch, and you had a break. You're on another break already, Blue Eyes? What's up, Downfall? How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you. Yeah, we're waiting on Mr. Action Figure Encounters, Mr. AIRMAX, to hop on here pretty soon. But yeah, so there he is right now. He's hopping in right now. Let me introduce you all to my buddy, Action Figure Encounters, Mr. AIRMAX. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
My headphones on. He's just on this.
What's up, Downfall? How are you, bro?
It has been a day, man. I know. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I hear you fine.
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. I can hear you for sure.
Okay, now I can hear you.
You're
sweet.
really
Okay,
clear.
Cool. So how are you doing there, young man?
I'm doing, man. This traffic in New York City, had me rushing over here. I saw some people fighting at a drive-thru in Burger King.
Yes.
A lady, like a random lady, like maybe in her 30s, 40s,
Yeah.
came out of the car with a bat.
What the hell?
But then again, she was in the wrong because she had just pulled out of drive-thru and she double parked right in front of drive-thru. And then she came out with the bat and she's like, "What's your problem? You don't see I have my hazards on?" And I'm like, I mean, she wasn't saying it to me.
Oh,
she was saying it to someone
what?
else.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the guy's
yeah.
like, "But you're in front of us." And she's like, "I don't care."
Oh my
I
God.
was like, wow, only in New York could
Wow.
happen.
Wow. They have no rules there.
They're real rebels out here, bro.
Yeah, they are, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm messing with my camera. Everything's nuts.
We're fine.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Almost got it. I tried to get the TV in it because I've been trying. Man, I'm a mess. Holy crap. Man. Rebels sucks today. Here we go. No.
Rebels, no rules. I had.
Sweet, Nirvana.
Because,
I think I have that shirt, bro. I think. I'm pretty sure I have that
Rock.
shirt. Yes. Hell yeah.
I was going to get the AC/DC shirt, but then I was like, it was a little overboard.
That's awesome. Well, I got something too. So I wasn't going to have any alcohol on this stream, because you drink coffee.
Oh, I'm drinking Diet Coke right now.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, that'll work then. That'll work because usually every time, so it's happy hour, right? So every time I want to try to have a drink, it's my day off. I was thinking coffee, coffee. Yeah. Okay. He really drinks a lot of coffee. So, and you said what, like 3 cups a day a man has to have?
5.
5 cups a day. I'm sorry.
5.
Okay. So I got this.
Oh, okay. The coffee flavored moonshine. Dude, I've never had moonshine. You know that, right? I've never had moonshine.
Really?
I have to try it. I have to get pissed drunk off of moonshine.
And then
it's on my bucket list.
I stopped at Speedway and just got a huge Coke. So I'm gonna have a little coffee Coke, with some ice, and I'm gonna make it happen, man. I'm gonna make it happen. So
all right.
So I got some more of those Cobra Islands on Target. The Cobra Island Target figures.
Yeah, I mean
exclusives or whatever.
4 of them, right?
Yeah, I did not get Beachhead.
Beachhead, the Cobra Infantry.
Yeah.
No, the Viper and the Baroness.
Yeah, the only ones I didn't get was Baroness and Beachhead. I actually already have those, but I wanted to have some in package too.
I mean, I bought them just so that I could trade,
Yeah.
Because I'm really looking for Black Series. Well, you saw the pictures of Black Series. I'm gonna put a video up. Clink, I don't know if he's in the chat. He already put a video of the 3-pack.
Okay.
With the cantina for the Black Series.
I've not seen that yet.
Yeah, so they have Paul DeBaba, Dr. Everness, and Everson, whatever, and Kenobi, but like face photorealistic, whatever.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that whole because they said no vehicles, right? And for that what's it called? What do you call those things? Like the Razor Crest, the Sentinel.
Yeah, the big ships and stuff.
No. I'm talking about like HasLab.
HasLab.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that they're gonna give us the cantina for that.
That would be awesome.
That would be the best thing ever, and
that would be worth
for all you drunks out there. Enjoy.
Yeah, that'd be worth having.
Sip on that blue milk.
Yeah, a little blue milk. Yep, definitely. Well, let me mention everybody in the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna stop looking at the chat. And
the other thing I like about StreamYard is that if there's ever a glitch in your internet connection,
I'm hitting everything, man.
This 1 through 10.
Having a bad day. Hold on.
It's all my fault.
This is crazy. No. You're good. Okay. All right. Put that away. So, anyways, what I want to do on this stream is concentrate on you, AIRMAX. I want to talk about you. This is all going to be about you, brother. But I'm going to mention the chat real quick to say hi to everybody, and then I'm not going to look at the chat no more. And you and me are going to hang out.
Okay.
All right. So we've got Little Tasman, and we've got Fabulous Disaster, Dagoopa, Miss Blue Eyes. She's on her break and she's watching.
Oh no, it's High Blue Eyes.
Dave's Dimension.
Dave.
Downfall. Greedo and a Speedo. I don't know if you got to see my toy video yet today on Hut Video. When you get a chance, check it out because there's something for Greedo and the Speedo on there. You'll see when you watch it. It's really awesome. You'll like it.
All right.
Let's see. And I think that's it. I think that's everybody we have in here right now. We got 9 people in the chat. Okay. All right. So let's start with some questions, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
38.
You're 38. Okay. All right.
80s baby.
80s baby. Yep. I was born in 78, so I'm
Yeah,
40,
that's my
43.
best friend is your age.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 78. But that's the thing. Okay, so here's the weird part. Okay, I never hung out like even in I think starting like junior high school. I never hung out with people my age.
Hung out with older people?
So everyone was always like either
Yeah.
4 to 10 years older than I was, and
That's
it was a way for me to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Well, I feel like every time I talk to you, I feel like we're the same age. Like I feel like we
Yeah.
have a lot in
So
common. It's like,
like
yeah, that really feels like it with me
even
too.
some of my like my wife's uncle and like aunts, they're like, oh, you listen to Don McLean or like weird like older music, and I'm like, yeah, I mean the mamas and the papas,
Oh
I
yeah.
love it, so that's what I'm gonna listen to, and it's just weird like how it contrasts because I never really hung out with people my age. I found out, well, especially here, man, in my neighborhood, it was just weird.
Yeah. Yep. Clink just hopped in. We
What's
were
going
just
on,
talking about him.
Clink?
He's actually my guest next Friday. I've
Oh
got him
wow,
booked for next
I have to see
Friday.
that
Yeah,
one.
so it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. So let me ask you another question. So, what was your very first action figure you can remember as a child? I know that's a hard one.
Well,
But just one that meant the most to
action
you.
figure. Like
Yeah.
the thing I remember as toys, like, 'cause my father was never around, and the little bit that he was around, he would bring me toys, like to fill that gap, to fill that void.
Yeah.
So, I mentioned this before. He used to buy me Playmobil.
Okay. Playmobil. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and it was weird. Like I was the only kid in my neighborhood that had Playmobil. But then like action figures, it would have to be um, Toy Biz, like the Uncanny X-Men,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and um those Terminator figures, the Kenner,
Okay.
the small like the five
Yep.
inch or 4.5
Yeah.
inch
Yep.
Kenner.
I
I
think
mean,
you
I
just
remember
got one
having
recently. Did
come
you
again.
show one? Did you show one recently in a toy review video that somebody
Yeah,
gave you?
because it's
Is that the
actually
ones you're talking about? Something like that?
no, they're like
Oh, okay.
tiny. They're like the Toy Biz line, but
Okay.
this is NECA making Kenner figures. Like they took the license over.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they made the same paint app for that particular one. Actually, thank you, Toy Kingdom Nick, for finding that for me, man. It brings back memories. I
Yeah.
mean, I had some He-Man and I had some GI Joes, but I was too little, and it was like my cousins would give them to me, or
Yeah.
it was they were basically hand me downs. So it wasn't like my
Yeah.
parents were actually going to get them. So it was just toys for me at that time. I was too young. But the ones that I remember collecting, it was Mobile Legends. I mean, not Mobile Legends. The X-Men figures.
Uncanny X-Men. Yeah.
Okay, the X-Men. Yeah,
Okay. Like from the animated series, those
from the
animated
animated
figures.
series.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. I remember those. So, did you ever stop collecting?
When I did bad, like life wise,
Yeah.
I mean, because it was like when my parent, like my path was like this, going, 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 and all of a sudden it crashed. So that's when I stopped collecting, but I didn't get rid of my collection
Okay.
because
Cool.
I had as a kid, we didn't have Toys R Us in Queens, or at least I didn't think we did. So we have to go to the city to Manhattan to get a Toys R Us,
Okay.
and it was like a tradition. I was maybe 8, 9, and my mom would take me on Sundays. She's a post office. She was a post office worker, so
Okay.
she would work during the week, and on Sunday she was available to take me. So it was just like memorable thing, to go 34th Street Manhattan and just go to Toys R Us, and it was like a kid in a candy store. I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I remember as a kid, like vividly, like how some kids like those hand me downs that I got, like the GI Joes or the Masters of the Universe, like dude, they went to hell, like backyard, park, in your back pocket, biking, at your friend's house,
Oh
somebody
yeah. Oh
stole
yeah.
one, anything. But I remember
Yep.
when X-Men, like even as a kid, it was like, dude, I didn't want to get rid of them. I took care of them. Like I remember the two I played the most with were the very first two I got, which was Sabretooth and Wolverine,
Oh
the
yeah.
second
Oh yeah.
edition. So those, if you see, I mean, I have them somewhere over here. They're all like paint
Yeah.
rub and all that. But
Yep.
as it went on, my collection, like you see that they're all mint. Like I never played with them.
Yeah, yeah.
And in my house, like when I had a house, my father, my parents were going through stuff. He actually built like a nice shelf, so I had a real nice display with like movies and my whole like all of my
Heck
X-Men
yeah.
went. No diorama or anything, but it was
Yeah.
just like all my
Yeah.
X-Men were there, like displayed like properly.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Then I got into
So,
sneakers, and then I got into trouble.
yeah.
Went back to school and fixed myself up, and that's why I'm clean. I don't do. I mean, I never did any hardcore stuff.
Well, I
The
really
most
feel like really feel like in life, like you have to experience a lot of bad shit, make a lot of bad decisions to become a good person. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
feel the
really
same
feel like
way.
that because I was really hard on my daughter. My daughter is 23 now, and I was really hard on her. Man, I was strict with her because her birth mom did some bad stuff, and I didn't want to see her go down that path. So I was really rough with her. I was really strict. And
No, yeah,
when
I believe that too. I believe in that. Like, I was just talking to someone about it. I was like, do you think those like perfect relationship or those perfect people really exist? Like, I don't
right,
know. I don't know how truth. Like, there's a lot to that truth. It's like, yeah, you may be a good person, but I know you have a past.
yeah, definitely. Well, when she moved out, man, like no matter how good she did in the beginning, I would be like, yeah, that's cool, and I just kind of like overlooked it. And I remember talking to my brother-in-law, and I was like, man, she's a good kid. She's just done a lot of bad shit. And he was like, well, we all have. And when he said that, dude, it like stuck in my head. And I'm like, you know what? I'm really proud of my daughter. Like every chance I see her, I tell her she's doing a good job and she's a good mom and all that kind of stuff. But it's like you have to go through that roughness, to evolve, into a good person, who does
Yeah.
right, and looked up to.
I mean, there's some
So,
people. Speaking from my point of view, there's some people who never evolve. There's some people that they could go through anything and they could have loss. They could lose people that they really care about,
yeah.
and what's going on in America, and nothing will happen. Nothing changes them.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people like that too. It's like I think that's what I'm talking about is like that struggle from evolving. Like some people choose not to evolve.
Yeah, some people some people just don't see the end of the path. Oh, for me it was very short the period of when I was really bad,
Yeah,
but I was really bad.
yeah,
So that's what made it bummy. Like sometimes I get teary eyed. Like I'm about to get teary eyed right now because I have guys calling me and telling me, bro, thank you for smacking me around and telling me not to do drugs. And now they're engineers, or now they're
yeah,
cops, or now they're firemen.
yeah,
They're city workers. And for kids in my neighborhood to be a city worker, it's something. It's not. We're not Beverly Hills, bro.
yeah.
It's like if you see my neighborhood, it's tough. It's gotten worse and worse, and now it's just bad. But I just had a dude call me, and he has 2 kids, and he works for the city. He's an engineer, like civil engineer or whatever. And he told me, whatever, whatever. He was like, "Thank you so much for smacking me around and saying that this is not the spot for me,"
Right.
because you know how it is. It's not for everybody.
Oh yeah.
I feel the people that do worst at it is those people that you don't belong there, but now because you live in this neighborhood or you hang around with these people, you want to do things that other people are doing, and like getting high or getting into fights or whatever it is that you do, as bad as it may be, it's not for everybody. Like, yeah, you may do it because a group of people are doing it, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. You could train someone to box,
Right.
from
Yeah,
their
and they might.
teenage
Yeah,
years. But if
they
they're not a
might. It
good
might not
boxer, they're
be for
never going to
them.
be a good boxer.
Absolutely.
Like my mom
Absolutely.
was telling me, I like bringing up my mom a lot because she's the one that steered me in the right direction all the time, and she's the one that made me who I am in a sense. Because the biggest fear I had, damn, I'm gonna get teary eyed, is to have my mom crying over me.
Yeah.
It just that crushed me, bro. So she told me a story, and it's about a doctor, like a guy that she went to school with. This dude was in med school for like 12 years because he couldn't pass the finals. But his family had money, and his family kept pushing him. You have to be a doctor. You have to be a doctor. But it wasn't. He eventually became a doctor, but it wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to bring the picture where
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about you being in the hood or you being in the streets or you being whatever a punk, whatever it may be.
Right.
It's just in general, what's not for you, it won't be for you. Some people are gifted with drawing. Some people are gifted with like
art,
some people lift weights. I mean, that's genetics, and they get big really quick. Meanwhile, others, you don't go to the gym for a
I
year,
understand.
and
Yeah.
you're a double X.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I could diet all day long and still have my belly. It's like I can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
It's like I'm
no.
not made to.
So
I feel you, dude.
know,
Yeah,
I
with
mean,
extra-
one of it
yeah.
is some of it is genetics, but some of it it's you are who you are, and you know you can't. I think those people that go like too down that spiral, it's because
Some people
you
can't
weren't
get back
supposed to
out
be
of it.
doing that. You're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing.
And that's how they. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And then they evolve later because they weren't supposed to be doing it anyway.
What's going on, Mark? How are you, G-Force?
This is the hardest part on doing these, and I love doing these. Like this is only my second one so far, but I love doing these. But the hardest part is not looking at that chat because I want to read them, and I try to read some of them when I can. I try to spot them all in here. So let me ask another one. Let me ask another one to you. Let's change gears. What is the first action figure that you can remember buying with your own money as an adult?
As an adult, it has to be.
Because as an adult, it's different. You know what I mean? Like
It's gonna be weird because I'm a Star Wars guy mainly,
Yeah.
but it was the Undertaker,
Oh,
and I don't know if you ask me today where I bought this. I cannot tell you. I don't know if I bought it at. It could have been at a flea market, at a GameStop. I don't know where I bought it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those big Undertakers, like real neat. I have him up there. I could bring him down if anything. Undertaker.
Okay. How old do you think you were?
I must have been in my 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I only started going back and collecting because, I used to collect sneakers.
Yeah.
So I went from collecting sneakers to...
Now, is that where you got your AIRMAX name?
Yeah, because
Okay,
that's how I
assumed that's what
created
it was,
my...
yeah.
I used to make videos, and I was going to do giveaways and all this. But you got to think about it. These sneakers are not like toys. Like,
Right.
you have to have deep pockets to get into the sneaker game, And you know how people frown upon scalpers in the toy business?
Yeah.
Like in the community, the toy community?
Yeah.
Do you have no idea what people do to the sneakerheads? Because, like, how are you going to do it when each sneaker is like $200, $300,
Right.
Like, you have to have, like, a real good job or have two jobs in order to keep up with as many drops as they have, like, especially the Jordans.
I imagine those drops, once they drop, they're probably hard to get.
Once they drop, like, that sneaker, that same day, before you even get it at the store, it's already $500, $600, $700,
Damn.
Some of them $1,200, some of them in the thousands, depending on what sneaker you have, and it's just tough. So, that's why I always tell people in the videos, and that's one of my number one rule, and it's for everybody, I see that you collect Marvel Legends mainly, but you do some Star Wars, and you do G.I. Joes, right? Like, for me, you have to, like, narrow your target, Like, I see Marvel Legends, and I see, man, they're beautiful. I wish I could have them all. And I always see them at the stores, but it's like, how much am I going to extend myself to where I was talking to Tasman about it, actually.
Yeah.
And I was telling him the only reason why I don't have any Hot Toys, and it's not, I'm not trying to show off or anything like that, I'm trying to be as humble as I can, is because I know myself. I'm going to be spending and spending and spending and spending. And believe it or not, collecting is cool.
Yeah.
But to some people, it's unhealthy, because you just want to get more and more and more and more. It's an addiction.
And
it's like every addiction.
For me, it's addiction to nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Nostalgia gets me the worst. As far as Marvel Legends and like NECA and stuff like that, Blue Eyes does most of that. Like there might be a couple of them that I'm into, but she's really into that. And like and pop figures. She's got pop figures, over like 400 pop figures. And I've got a bunch of Star Wars. I've got a lot of Black Series, but I really like collecting like vintage, old school. I have almost every Star Wars figure. I just started the G.I. Joe line, the 3 3/4. I'm trying to get those. And it's the nostalgia, man. Like, I bought that gun hoe I had on one of my videos.
Yeah.
I remember that was the first action figure that I can remember playing with as a kid. And I had the thing in my pocket all the time, everything. So like, when I got that, I was like, wow, like, this is so freaking cool. 8-year-old Ed played with this damn thing all the time,
And the nostalgia.
It's weird, man. It's like and I'm an art guy also. I know that you're really into art. I love art too. And the colors, I know it sounds silly, but like the colors, like the light blue and stuff on that particular gun-ho is like a color that has been stuck in my head, ever since I was a kid. Like anytime I
Yeah,
see that light blue, I'm like, oh, it's
it's
gun-ho. Like I've always thought
yeah.
like that.
With that Terminator I showed,
Yeah.
the one that Toy Kingdom Nick got for me, is a purple shirt. It's just that purple in that shirt, and just the figure itself. It's just the nostalgia behind it, and it brings memories of
Simpler times.
yeah. It's like a separate time. Like I feel
Yeah.
that the figure itself, it brings a memory because like I had rough patches, man, as a kid too. So those moments when I had those figures, and anything that has to do, like my mom's still here with me. I'm not trying to say she's not here, but it just brings joyful memories, and I like to keep good memories, dude.
Yeah.
That's something that no one can take away from you, no matter what, Like
Yeah.
anything could be lost, but memories and good moments, good times, good places,
Oh yeah.
you can't take that away from you.
Yeah. I agree with G-Force on here too. He says, for me, it's the hunt. That damn, look what I found feeling never gets old. And I do enjoy that a lot.
Yeah,
I do enjoy that a lot. That's
people
like
complain.
adrenaline,
Yeah, people start complaining about, that I'm there every morning. Well, my wife works in the hospital, so I have to wake up to take her to work because I just want to take her to work, and then I work from home, so I have time to kill. So why not go over to Target, which is 10 minutes away?
Absolutely.
And if I get lucky, like plenty times, I pick up stuff, but it's not even for me. And I try to see if someone wants to trade, or if anyone needs it, I'll send it over. Yeah. And I'm not Santa Claus. I'm not gonna get it out for free to everyone or anyone.
You're very good at finding stuff, though. You're very good at finding stuff.
If someone wants to get it, there's sometimes that you can't find stuff in different states.
Yeah.
Like all over the Midwest, you guys are getting the new Black Series, and I'm here in so many Walmarts, and I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, and the memories, man, like America's Most Wanted is talking about right now. He says memories is all I have too, and it's like I do remember. Like I remember sometimes. Like I got this Duke figure just recently, 3 3/4 inch figure, and I told this story on the last one. And I wanted that figure, and I couldn't find him anywhere as a kid. I couldn't find him. Like we'd go to Hills all the time. I don't know if you guys had a Hills. Did you guys have a Hills? No.
Maybe Caldor. We had Caldor.
Yeah. Hills was like a little department store, and they had a lot of toys, man.
Yeah. So did you guys have Caldor?
No, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah. So you guys had that one. We had Caldor. It was like a low budget.
Yeah, that's what
Target.
This was. Yeah. That's exactly what it would put your mind up.
My family members used to work there, and but go on with your story, and then I'll tell you mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No. Go.
Okay.
You couldn't find it at Hills?
I could not find this figure, man. And Dad would always take us to Hills, and they were like $2.99. Well, so my brother was 4 years older than me, and if he threw a fit, he would get whatever he wants. Like he just would. He's the oldest son. He's named after my dad. He threw a fit, he'd get it. And me, little Ed here, I wouldn't get shit like that. I mean, I'd get shit, but not like. So we went to KB Toys one day in the mall. Did you guys have KB Toys?
My cousin worked there.
Oh yeah. So he found this Cobra. He liked Cobra, and I like GI Joe. And he was 4 years older. He found this Cobra Trooper that came with this big glider, like big styrofoam glider thing that they had back in the day. He threw a fit. He threw a fit, and he wanted it. And it was like $15, $20, something like that. And my dad was like, "Well, you get one too, Ed. You get the GI Joe one since he's getting a Cobra one." And I was like, "No, I want Duke, and they have him here. They had him at KB's. Well, he's like twice the price at KB's because it's at the mall. So it was like $6 instead of $3. I remember plain as day, and I was like, "I want this." And he's like, "Oh, well, you can get it for $2.99 at Hills." I'm like, "No, I want this figure, And he bought it for me, and I remember that plain as day. And I was probably 6 years old, and that's one of the memories I can remember being that young.
Question: did your Hills, where the GI Joes were, did it have a little glass door?
Well, they had these plastic, I guess it was glass. It was
or plexi,
yeah, plexiglass or whatever. And they'd have all these figures everywhere, with ships and all kinds of stuff.
But they were behind that plexiglass, right?
Yeah. They
same thing with Calder. Yeah. So it probably was a partner company or whatever. Yeah, I remember.
It must have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that memory so clearly. And when I see that figure, I'm 43 and I'm looking at something I remember getting as I was 6 years old, And it's that's the nostalgia for me. I I can't remember much, from being a kid, but I can remember little things like that.
Yeah, those memories come in, man. I'm telling you, good memories come in and they make you feel good. And
I think they make us feel good because they were simpler times. We didn't have bills. We didn't have to wake up and go to work every day. We didn't have as much stress as we have now as adults. And it's so funny because when you're a kid, you can't wait to be an adult. And when you're an adult, you're like, man, it was so much.
I wish I was a kid again. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't know. Like sometimes people say, "Oh, you don't regret," and I'm like, I don't regret anything, man. I really don't. Like I wish. I know I could have done things way better, but at the same time, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Like things fall into place eventually.
Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
And mistakes. People that say they know everything are full of crap. You know what I mean? Because you have to make mistakes to learn.
Definitely.
So. Okay, so here's another one for you. What got you into dioramas? What got you into making that stuff? You make some badass shit. What got you into it?
Oh, that's funny. Well, I'm into horror.
Yes.
Just as much as I'm into Star Wars. Maybe I'm a little bit more into Star Wars than horror, but it's like neck to neck and like gangster movies. But they don't make like I
That's
wish
where
they
I
would
was
make
getting
me.
to next.
I wish it would make me Tony Soprano or Caladra or somebody from them or or Goodfellas, somebody. But they don't. Customizers make real nice ones, but I have to wait. So I was gonna customize the. I actually bought the mask for Michael Myers, and they had the latest one with the patches or whatever.
Okay.
But it looked cheesy. It looked like they should have just given him like the regular face, like your number one, like either part 1 or part 2. Like they did the latest movie. They had the mask out, and it looked bad. So I started watching YouTube videos on how to customize it. So I removed all the paint and I started painting, and I had all this extra paint like acrylic, and then a video popped up of dioramas, and I was like, well, I just fixed the mask. So I'm pretty sure I could do that, and I'm home like a good amount of the time. So
it's a great hobby, and you're good at it, man. Those helmets you sent me, and those skulls, dude, they're badass. They're so great.
And it's so easy, man. It's like people say, oh, you have to have some sort of skill. You don't you could fudge it a lot.
Well, I'm sure your art plays into favor though, because when you were doing the review of the Frankenstein figure, and you were talking about the brush marks, like how you could how I can't remember what you called it, but
the dry brushing.
Dry brushing, thank you. Like right when I heard you say that, I said, man, this dude's an artist. I can already tell. Besides what I've seen,
The dry brushing. Yeah, I mean, because that figure would look so different if they didn't paint it a little bit. But you see the shirt, how it's like so pitch black. Yeah, I mean, his outfit has all the shadings in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just a little bit of paint. It's just like, what's his name? Bob Ross. Just a little dab.
Yeah, just a little dab.
Just pretty little trees out here.
Pretty little trees.
Yeah, I love that dude. Dude, sometimes when I'm bored, I'll throw him on because he does give you like good insights on how to mix paint.
Relaxing. It's relaxing.
Yeah, but he does because what I like about him, and if you want to do dioramas or customizing, he gives you good insights on how to make certain paints and how to make like brick or tree or bark, how to make it more realistic. And it's relaxing. You put him on, and the way he talks, he like smoothens you out.
Oh yeah.
And you just go along with 20, 30 minutes of view time. I mean, he's an awesome artist for sure.
Yeah, I like Bob Ross too. Oh, looks like John Joker hopped in. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Sagachi? How are you, bro?
So, gangster movies. Let's get into that because I remember that was on the trivia for you. Was one of the things that
Terror Dome, yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Now, out of all of, what's your favorite one that you could watch over and over again? You could probably recite it. What is it?
They're all good, man.
Yeah, you gotta if you could only watch one. If you and me were hanging out and I had never seen a gangster movie before,
and that's the whole thing. I wouldn't. I don't know if
talking about them, and I had 3 hours to kill, what would you have me sit down and watch?
I wish you had a couple of weeks to kill, and I'll tell you watch The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I mean, The Sopranos just did it. I mean, it's not a movie; it's a series.
Right.
But
Right.
it's up there, like, you know. But if not, I think. Well, it depends. If it's a younger person that I'm suggesting the movie to, I'll definitely suggest A Bronx Tale.
Okay, I've seen that. That's a good movie.
Because everything, the message that it brings,
Yeah.
and then just in general, I think Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas, because
Yeah.
Joe Pesci, man.
Now, okay, is that the one where Joe Pesci takes the ink pen to that dude's neck? Or
Yeah.
am I wrong? Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Pesci,
Yeah.
man.
Oh my God.
He's a gangster.
That's a good one.
He's like 4 feet tall, but he's a gangster.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. He's a tough talker too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's talks that he is really mobbed up.
Really?
Yeah, there's talks like in some circles of people that watch nothing but gangster movies. They talk about him and they say that he's mobbed up.
Well, you remember in the Lethal Weapon movies when he was in the Lethal Weapon movies, Joe Pesci? You remember that? He was Leo Getz. Whatever you want, Leo Getz. Do you remember that?
I kind of have some kind of recollection of
And
it.
he kind of played like a wimpy character, and I'm like, man, that guy's actually a badass.
Just like in Home Alone, he's like a dumb
absolutely.
thief.
There you go. That's a good example. Yeah.
He's not a dumb. I mean, he's smarter than Marv.
But what that shows is that he's a good actor.
He's a good actor, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if he can play that and then play the serious role of Goodfellas, yeah, he's a good actor.
I don't know if you've seen, but The Irishman is pretty good too. On Netflix?
I don't think I have. No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. The Irishman. Such a great movie, man.
And that leads me to, what is your favorite movie of all time? Only one. What's your favorite movie of all time?
I'm looking at my poster.
Damn it. Damn it, Ed.
It would have to be New Hope.
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Yep, because I could watch that like back to back, and my wife's like, "You're watching Star Wars again?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
cool,
it would be A New Hope. I mean,
and you're talking about the original, not the one.
The original.
Not the one where Greedo shoots first. Not the one where Han Solo walks over Jabba.
No, the original, like when it was Star Wars.
The original,
like Star Wars, period. Like before the prequels
before it was
came out.
Yeah.
Like that one, it was like because in A New Hope they added like do-bags and they added sand troopers to the scenes. I mean, there's YouTube videos on that you can watch like all the editing that they did like after the latest movies came out.
Yeah.
Like how they added more aliens to it and they crowded the place. But the original one,
I have the original one on VCR tape still, and I loved it, man. I loved seeing
have
Han
it somewhere
shoot
over
first
here.
and-
I have it somewhere over there.
Yeah. And I did like how they cleaned that up on Solo, where Han shot first, where he shot Woody Harrelson's character. I can't remember who he was, but he just shot him. I was like, no, Woody Harrelson's character in Solo, the movie Solo.
Solo.
Remember the movie Solo?
Yeah,
the newer one. Yeah, towards the very end, he was working with Woody Harrelson. Remember?
Oh yeah. Beckett.
And he just shot him, dude.
Beckett.
And he was thank you.
And then he told them, "Oh, you should, I'm glad you were listening or whatever. Yeah, you were gonna double cross me or whatever."
Yeah. I feel like they cleaned that up because with him not shooting first with Greedo on A New Hope, that sucked because him shooting first, me seeing it as a kid, him shooting Greedo was kind of like, he didn't have time to mess around, and you see what kind of badass he was.
Yeah.
And Disney kind of tried to take that away a little bit, or George Lucas, I guess. And I felt like they kind of brought that back with the Solo movie where he shot.
Yeah, he shot first.
Beckett. And I'm like,
what did you think of the Solo movie?
It was good. I liked it. A lot of people.
I liked it. A lot of people complained that,
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was almost like a Western in a way. I enjoyed it. It was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one, and I enjoyed Rogue One also. I thought they were really good.
I loved Rogue One. Now let me ask you about the prequels. What do you think about the prequels?
If they could give me a shot to forget about those prequels. Not prequels, sequels I'm talking about. The prequels I like. The sequels I can't stand.
I like Darth Maul. I like
the prequels. I think
I love Ewan McGregor.
Yeah,
I named my son after Hayden Christensen. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, Hayden, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we got his name at.
Nice, but no, the prequels were good. I think the prequels
Yeah, I love the
were
I liked them a lot.
as good as they could have been for that time.
I agree.
I think that it didn't steer you away too much. Like the biggest concern that everybody have about the whole prequels is the midichlorians.
Yeah.
You know, the
And then they didn't
midichlorian
really bring
count.
that up anymore. Like that was like a
Because people started complaining. Internet
Yeah.
people, they're like, I gotta complain about something. I don't like
Yeah.
the midichlorians. Why they gotta,
But how
why?
else would they have known that Anakin was as powerful as he was at the time when he was that young? Because they would have left him there.
Yeah, they would have.
Like, I mean, so it was. I mean, I'm kind of glad they did that in a sense. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I
I
mean,
think the
it
prequels are
proved-
really good. I think they
Yeah, I
really
like them
screwed
too.
up the sequels.
Now, okay, that's where I was leading to. Do you have a beef with the sequels? Because I have a really big beef with the sequels.
I have all right.
What's
First
the main
off,
complaint?
my most favorite character from the dark side, well, for the Empire, is the Stormtrooper. In particular, the Sand Trooper. Like, I want to get a tattoo of a Sand Trooper.
Hell yeah.
Not just because he asked, "Oh, are these the droids? No, these are not the droids." Whatever. The first scene, it has nothing to do with that. But it's just the fact that, like, they look. I mean, these guys. I have a keychain of this guy right here. They look beautiful, dude. They were like, and then they made now these first order
I have a
troopers.
tattoo of one of those on my back. I have a
Yeah.
Stormtrooper tattoo on my back.
The first order troopers, like,
yeah.
don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. Like, there's a bunch of people that have never seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
And now they saw the sequels and they like it. And like that guy, I just don't like him. I don't.
This is Stan. This is my buddy Stan.
I know
right
Stan.
here.
He's 289 years old. I remember Ufu telling you, "Happy birthday, Stan."
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like him, dude.
Yeah, I feel you.
I didn't have too much beef with the whole Snoke and Palpatine being cloned. Like, it was a storyline, but Rey, like, I think they could have done so much more with that character. Like, they just went in the wrong direction. I think they were trying to, I don't know, they were trying to make it like a strong feminine character, or they were just trying to they were trying to get to a different kind of audience.
Right.
But it's just like, she just didn't feel right. Like, the worst thing about it is Rey Skywalker. Come on.
Oh my God. Okay, so
That was like, it was like a punch to the gut. When I heard that, I'm watching these and I'm like, Rey Skywalker. She's a Palpatine. How is she a
Right.
Skywalker now?
yeah, that doesn't even make any sense.
Like, a nod doesn't mean say Skywalker. A nod means like, you're good.
yeah,
Have a nice day. Be a Jedi, or you already hit your lightsaber, so you're good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't like it. I like this parts that I like about it. Like, I like
me too. Like
the
everybody
Knights
hated
of
the
Ren.
last- Yes, Knights of Ren look
Ren.
cool. Everybody hated the Last Jedi, and I love the fight scene after he killed Snoke, and Rey and Kylo worked together to fight those red troopers or whatever.
The guards.
Yeah, it was badass. I loved it. I was like, sweet. Like, okay, so
Like, even those guards, I kind of like, because they kind of give you like Palpatine guards, like,
it's like
the
an
first
odd
guard.
Yeah, yep.
So it gets you like, even that was like okay, but then I didn't like the jetpacks.
They fly
Like, now
now?
they fly. Come on, it's
They
like,
fly now. Yeah.
and
So I have a huge pet peeve with Rise of Skywalker, and I wrote, I watched all these movies, and I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I was happy to see Carrie Fisher. I was happy to see Mark Hamill. Peter Mayhew got to play Chewbacca in one of them before he passed away.
yeah.
I enjoyed a lot of that. That Ian McDermott or whatever that played the Emperor, I was even happy that he was in it. Regardless, I was still happy that he was in it. But the biggest complaint I had was Rise of Skywalker when Kylo, Ben, I guess you can say Ben Solo, and Rey are fighting the Emperor, and the Emperor throws Ben down the shaft, the hole, or whatever. And this is what pissed me off. I felt like he smacked me in the face when I'm sitting there in the theater. He says, "I have destroyed the last Skywalker." You remember him saying that, the Emperor?
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he said that, I'm like, so this whole story, all nine movies, is about a Skywalker bringing balance to the Force. I mean, that's what I felt this whole time. So I'm like, no, he's going to come back. He's going to kill the Emperor. This is it. This is the Skywalker moment, right? Rey ends up dying, right? And Kylo, I mean, after she kills the Emperor, and then Kylo comes, regenerates her or whatever, and he dies. And then, she's, towards the end, she's Rey Skywalker or whatever. I'm like, no, that shouldn't have happened at all. What should have happened was she should have died. Ben Solo should have killed the Emperor right there, and he would have been the last Skywalker. You know what I mean? The Skywalker bring balance the Force, and then he could have brought Rey back to life and died or whatever, because then his mission would have been accomplished.
Yeah, I feel like it was more like a Skywalker saga, not some random chick named Rey that happened to be the granddaughter of Palpatine, and now she's getting all like. I hate to say it, and this may sound wrong because I love all the females that collect and that follow the Star Wars. For me, that's amazing. Like, I really appreciate when chicks that dig the same things that we dig.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I hated that there was that producer, KK, whatever her name is. She wanted to push like that whole strong female role. And I think them trying to make it so that it's not like a male-dominated industry ruined the movies. I think that was the main thing, And
it's been so many years to make these movies. It's like, man, I really hate, that's how it ended,
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
I mean, I was fine with Rey living. I don't even care. I mean, as much as I got aggravated at the very end where she said Rey Skywalker, I mean, it pissed me off.
Well,
But I wouldn't even care if she said that. If Ben Solo, the last Skywalker, would have destroyed the Emperor and brought balance to the Force. That's all I wanted. He could have died, whatever. It didn't even matter. I just wanted to see him accomplish that. And for him to just push him away. He's a Skywalker, but who gives a shit? And then, here comes the Emperor's granddaughter. It's like, I was like, what? I'm sitting there in the theater like, what? Like, I was so aggravated.
For me, it was like... I can't watch this, and that was it. I was just like, man, they just ruined it completely, and I wish I would have, like, can they issue me a refund for time, because whatever the money spent on the ticket is nothing. I just want my time back. I just lost 3 hours of my life. Yeah, I'm serious. I just lost 3 hours. I need my time back.
Yeah.
Could have watched a different movie or something.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. It's like I try to take in, like, I'm thankful that we got to see all those actors again in the movies and stuff. Like, I wasn't too fond of Princess Leia flying through space, to the ship.
But that wasn't her flying. Like, that was her using the Force.
Yeah, but it just, I don't know.
Like,
man.
it looked like flying, but she was using the Force to, like, pull herself in.
Yeah.
So, I was okay with that. I wasn't, like, too bad about it. Like, she was Superman for a little bit, but it's okay.
I think my biggest pet peeve was just the very end, dude. Like, for real. I mean,
that I didn't like the fact that
Luke me so much. I'm like, why are they doing this? I mean, it's like Disney's like putting their foot down. Like, this is what we're doing now with what we own. It's like how I felt. Like, I'm like, really.
Another thing that really bothered me, and it bothered a bunch of people, was when Rey handed over the when she first met Luke, and she handed over the lightsaber.
Yeah,
and he just flung him. And then in previous movies and in comics and everything, they talk about the lightsaber being so connected with the Force and how it's such a sacred instrument,
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's not just like it's not like a scarf or gloves or underwear that you can just throw it out, let me get clean ones, It's something especially to the Jedi, it's something like valuable, but more than value, emotional. Like a connection to the Force, and I like the fact that they redeemed themselves with the Mandalorian, and he said, "Oh, he has to be properly trained, otherwise, it's worthless the amount of power you may have if you're not trained properly."
Right. I like that too. I like that whole thing, man. Where Luke came in and did that, I thought that was awesome on Mandalorian. I was geeking. I was like a little kid, dude. I was geeking because I was like, "Well, it's no way it's Luke." When I seen the X-wing, I was like, "It's no way it's Luke." And then, like, I seen him in the black, and I'm like, it's still probably not him, man. As soon as he took the hood off, I was like, holy shit, like, this is freaking awesome. Like, I loved it. I loved it. They did a fantastic. Mandalorian is off the chain. I love it. I think they did a great job on that. I really do. What do you think of it? You like Mandalorian a lot?
The Mandalorian is, like, the best thing that happened to Star Wars.
Absolutely.
And the Dow since, like, after the teens or whatever.
After all the Disney crap, and
Yeah, it's the best thing that ever happened to it, and it revitalized the franchise.
I believe so too.
Prices of everything, like Boba Fett, everything went up. And not only that, but the fandom itself, like there's people that there's people that were getting like Star Wars T-shirts because they were clearance, and they just needed a shirt to wear for work or something. Now there's people that are going and getting hats, getting wallets, T-shirts, whatever it is, and it's all merchandising, but it's because they actually enjoy it and they're proud, and they're just people like in Targets and Walmart. Anyway, you just see somebody with a Star Wars shirt, and you're in the toy, and they were like, "Oh, what are you looking for? Black Series? No, I'm looking for the vintage." And then, did you see the pops? Oh, they have a Palpatine over there. And you start conversation. They talk about the movie. They talk about the show. Did you see the Bad Batch today? Oh no, I didn't. This guy didn't either. But still.
Hey,
So it's what's going on, sleeping? How are you, bro? So it's. I think it was good, man. It's one of the best things that happened to
I believe so.
Star Wars, like in recent years, for sure. It's definitely.
I even like that. I even like that whole story how they worked Boba Fett into the story where the other guy, the marshal or whatever, he had found the outfit from the Jawas or
whatever.
Yes, that was cool, man. That was great how they did all that, and then he came back for it.
That was really good.
Yeah, it was badass.
I'm happy, Boba Fett's alive, and the Book of Boba. I can't wait. It's like a few months. It's coming out, right?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's gonna be awesome.
That and there's something I had to say. I just lost my train of thought. Had to do with the Mandalorian. Yeah, I'll probably come back.
It's all good. Comes with age, man. We're getting old. That's what it is. I forget stuff all the time.
So I forget stuff a lot.
Yeah. We got Greedo and Speedo. Says, hey,
that's what I was gonna tell you. I kind of wish that they would remake those 3 movies, like the sequels.
Okay, the sequels, yeah.
I wish, I know they're never gonna do it because it's Disney and all.
It's like with Carrie passing away, and I know that they wanted to use her a lot in this next movie, by what I heard. I know they kind of did, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, her passing away.
Cool if they could make it right, they need to hurry up and do it. Mark Hamill's getting old, and they need to hurry up and do it. He's a hell of an actor, though. I love Mark Hamill.
Yeah, all the voice acting that he does.
Oh yeah.
You would never think that that's him.
My dream movie, eventually, if they make I'm also a Batman fan. If they make a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton playing old man Batman, and have him play as Joker, Mark Hamill, old man Joker, that would be off the chain. Because he's definitely got the voice, and he can look creepy. You know what I mean? Like he's a good actor, and to have him like an old man Joker, that would be sick.
It'd definitely be good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I had anything else I wanted to ask you. We've been talking about all this, all this other stuff. What got you into YouTube, brother? What got you into YouTube?
The pandemic.
Yeah, you just
like before it was, because of my sneaker thing,
Yeah.
Because I feel that for most things, you need to have, like the younger people call it a plug.
Yeah.
But I think you just need to have some kind of connect, Just like with the Clone Wars, like you helped me out, I helped you out.
Oh,
because it happens. Definitely. It happens, You're going to need someone to help you. You could get lucky as much as you want. And once the luck runs out, you have to start paying like double the price, triple the price, whatever.
Right.
So I was on Instagram for a little bit, and then I saw YouTube, and I was like, let me try it. And you meet a lot of good people. Definitely meet.
Oh, dude. Yes.
You meet wonderful people. Awesome. You meet, like I tell people, like this whole collecting thing in the toy community, it's for all walks of lives, every single color. There's no judgment. There's no.
Absolutely.
Like a dude that's just starting to come and like hunt with us, I would say. Like at my target, because it's 3 of us right now. I told you it's like a retired correctional officer, retired cop, and moi.
Yeah.
So now we have another dude that just started tagging along. Real nice guy, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with him at all. But he was like a little ashamed that he's a janitor. And we're like, bro, nothing wrong with it, bro. You're not stealing. He's like, oh, yeah, but these 2 guys are retired and you work from home, Like, I feel kind of bad, I'm, like, overspending sometimes or whatever it may be. And I'm like, dude, there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfectly fine. There's no judgment here. As long as you're not. Like, the one thing that we dislike And don't get me wrong, maybe we're faulty at that because like sometimes I'll grab a bunch of extras because I want to help out people
or whatever.
or like I want Star Wars. I want a couple extra Star Wars for myself.
Yeah. I'm
So,
doing the same thing with these GI Joes, man. I'm keeping one in box and
Yeah, and you're opening one.
Yeah.
So damn, I just lost my train of thought again. Fucking COVID. I'm sorry I cursed.
You're fine. It's okay, dude. This is your show right now.
Dude,
every time I do one of these Fridays,
dude, you don't want to get me started cursing. You know
whatever,
that.
Hey, listen, AIRMAX. You say whatever the fuck you want, buddy.
You'll have people unsubbing right now.
No,
they'll probably go
care.
to my thing
bro.
and
this
delete
is
my
all
thing.
about you. This is all about you, brother.
Yeah, so you just. Oh, that's what I was telling you. The greed, like we don't like the greedy people that come to our Target.
Right.
Because there's some people like we've had run-ins because like the other two guys, like one of them collects Pokemon because he has a teenage daughter and she really likes Pokemon and they open cards and they like Funko Pops and all that. So it's like she's going to college soon, so he's like, I have to enjoy my daughter as much as I can before she's gone. And then the other dude, he collects Hot Wheels and GI Joes. Yeah. And same thing because of the whole nostalgia behind the Joes.
Yeah.
So, but there's some people sometimes that go to our store and we're all there waiting and, we're all civilized. And you have somebody that wants to get at the door and start running to the back. Or like they reach like the toy section and if they see something before you, they'll just go like this and like hug everything. Yeah. And try to, take every one of them.
Yeah,
and it's like, don't do that. Like, go to your Target, go to your neighborhood and do that. Don't come to our neighborhood and do that. But besides that, we always have this rule that if, let's say you were to come and nobody knew you and you're there for Joe's and there's three of us and you're the fourth person and there's 4 Vipers or there's 4, I don't know, NECA figures that everybody's looking for, you're getting that fourth one no matter what. Like, no one, even though I may want to get 2 of them or one of the other guys may want to have 2 of them, you will for sure have the fourth one because you're there with us. You're there in the morning. It's just a matter of you're there,
Yeah.
Now, if I'm there by myself and I just got the Turtles, not the Foot Soldiers, the cartoon ones from NECA.
Yeah.
I didn't get them for me. I don't collect that, but hopefully somebody's gonna give me what I want. So I already put posts out there that I'm looking for certain stuff.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to trade.
Yep.
But if I'm there and they're there, am I supposed to leave them when I know they have trading value? Like people,
right? Yeah, you might.
Can I ask you something? How do you feel about like resellers and people that use things for trade value and all that? Like, do you really frown upon them or
no? Because this is the thing. If they made more product, it's like we wouldn't have to do that for one. Like because there's been plenty of times, like this whole Joe collection I've got back here. Some of these are hard as hell to find. And I've paid overprice. on eBay and stuff to get it.
You didn't pay me.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I paid regular price to you. But it has been hard. It has been hard to find some things. And when you put into the factor, like, okay, so I live in between Columbus and Dayton. Okay, so Dayton, they have like 3 Targets, and then Columbus has got like 15. And Columbus is about an hour away. So if I'm looking for a particular figure, a lot of times I'll find it. But I've got to drive an hour there. I've got to check 15 Targets. I've got to drive an hour back home. So I've spent all day. So if I'm going to pay $20 or $30 more for a figure, and I don't have to waste my whole day, and I don't have to spend a tank of gas, why not? Why not? So no, I don't really frown on them too much. Now, if it's something like, I seen those Cobra Island troopers going for $100 there for a while, and they're $20. I feel like that's kind of a kick in the nads, but like $50-$60.
Like my wife would say, if it's that's a kick in the chicklets.
Yeah, if it's that hard to find, bro, why not? You know what I mean?
Like there've been times that New York is dry and I can't find anything.
Yeah, I can't find shit right now.
I gotta go to Jersey. Now think about it. I gotta drive an hour to Jersey, so think about all the gas. And I have to pay an $18 toll to come back to New York. So off top, whether I come back with something or come back empty-handed, I'm paying $18. So there's a lot of gas and your time because it's not like you're teleporting there and the miles just add to your car. You're driving an hour and change. You're looking for the stores. You're looking for some associate that's gonna tell you, whatever's out here, nothing in here, nothing in stock, whatever's in here, nothing in stock. And I'm like, you don't even know what I'm asking you for. And you know I mess with people, and I'll be like, oh, like, for example, this, right? The Dasani water. They'll be right there in front of us when I'm asking them, and the first thing they'll tell me it's, oh, not in stock. So I'll be like, oh, the water, the Dasani, do you have any? No, whatever's out here, that's it. That's all we have. If it's not there, we don't have it. So you don't have this available? Oh, Dad, but I thought you were asking for something else. And I was like, so if you don't even know what I'm asking for, why are you telling me no, not in stock?
Right. Yeah.
And a lot of workers, like Walmart especially, does it. Because, with Target, you could have them look at the Zebra scanner.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Walmart employees, they get mad sometimes when you ask them too much. Yeah. So there's been times that I've gone over the bridge, and I'm like, why did I come all the way over here? I should have just bought it off Mercari or eBay, somebody paying, and pay them $20, pay them $10. I mean, it's their gas, their time, their shipping.
It's being shipped to your house. It's being shipped to your house. I mean, you're gonna wake up one day with your cup of coffee in your hand, right? Walk in the door. It's gonna be right there. You don't even have to leave.
Yeah, you don't have to do all the.
No, I don't hate on it. I really don't. I mean, like, I hate on, like something's like 4 times the price of what the regular price is, but it depends. It really depends.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like the guy that collects Hot Wheels, he's a correctional officer. Yeah. He sells a lot of the Hot Wheels because he knows all about the treasure hunts and the supers and whatever all those things may be, right? Yeah. And he's like, oh, get some, and you could put them up, and I'm like, I don't really have interest in that, and you have to kind of know all these things. Right. So he goes, you got to remember one thing. He's like, it's your money, it's your pocket, it's your gas, it's your time, and you're here to have them. So, and I always tell him, yeah, but some people talk shit about it, and he's like, Christian, I'm sorry.
You're fine, dude.
And I'm like, some people talk smack. Channel, bro. This is your channel. Some people talk smack about it, and he's like, yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, it's only $5 that you're gonna make, so it's for me it's not worth it. He's like, no, he always tells me, oh, like, because those Hot Wheels, they're $1, but they sell for like 17. Yeah, 25 here and there, So he's like, he always tells me he puts it for the highest amount that is sold, and he's like, I don't care. He's like, it's not what it's worth in the store; it's what's worth to that person that buys it from me. True. Because he has a collection. Like he may resell a few items, but if you see his collection, you're gonna be like, holy smokes! Like he has a house out here in New York. He has a house in Florida, and he showed me pictures. He has a collection of Hot Wheels that you wouldn't believe it. He has Star Wars and G.I. Joes that you can't even imagine. Like all those retros that you're looking for, the 3 3/4. Yeah. Dude, he has at least doubles or triple of them, of the majority of them. Wow. That's so, he's not like, and he always tells me he'll curse and he'll tell me certain things, and I'm like, it's true, bro. Like, who cares?
I mean, that is true. Because, like,
but those people that go crazy and like they try to catch, I think the worst thing, and what's his name? The YouTuber, Nerdzoic, Matt. Yeah, he was talking about it, bro. The way that you can stop scalpers, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Like, don't have that FOMO, that fear of missing out. Like, if you can't find something, suck it up, Yeah. It's not the end of the world. It's not like, vaccine or oxygen tank that you're missing out on, It's a figure, just because all those people, like I've noticed, all those people that like talk all that smack about it, and they say, oh, scalpers, and you're a reseller, and some people get mad when you tell them that you got to pay for shipping, like, you're giving them a retail. Like, I've had people over here in New York, because, I'm in a group of people that talk, right. We text back and forth. So let's say a Star Wars figure will be $25. So I'm like, okay, so give me my $28. They're like, isn't it $25? And I'm like, didn't I pay tax?
Right, yeah.
Like, well, I'm not your dad. I'm not going to give you $3. Like, I don't mind if you're my pal, you're my buddy, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I need my tax money back. I paid it, so you should give it back to me. I'm not asking for another $1. Because a lot of the guys I've helped in my Target and in other Targets that I go to, they'll be like, oh, here you go, $5 for gas or whatever. I'm like, man, keep your money, Yeah. If I'm helping you out, I'm trying to pay it forward, Hopefully one day it'll come back.
Hopefully somebody will, absolutely.
Yeah, reciprocate.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, man, as far as the FOMO, And I've not been like that, like about anything. I'm like, if I get it, whatever. But for some reason, this classified line, I don't know what the deal is, man. Because I have to have them all. I don't know what the deal is.
And I'm the
I'm
same.
like a little kid, and it's like, I don't know why, man. I don't know if it's because when I was a kid, like I didn't get all the Joes I wanted. I don't know what it is. But it's like I have to have them. I don't know what the deal is.
It kind of seems that at least the people that we talk to, it's all the same, bro. Like we didn't have, like none of us are silver spoon,
Right, absolutely.
In all the different states that we're from and nationalities, even gender, none of us were on a silver spoon. So our parents back in the 80s and early 90s only could afford so much,
Right.
So I know that there's very few people that could say, oh, I had every single one of them, or I had all of these, because it's just not happening. It didn't happen. So now being an adult and you're able to buy your own figures, it just, I don't know, it's just like a 2-hit combo. You're getting the joy of nostalgia, and you're getting the joy that you don't have to ask your mom and dad to get them no more. Now you're buying it
whatever
yourself.
figure you want. If you really want it, you can have
I'll eat from the value menu one day if I have to, But I want that joke.
Big chicken's coming back.
Those dollar nuggets.
Yeah, why not?
It's only lunch. I'm gonna have dinner at home, so who cares?
Yeah. It's wild, because like as an adult, you make the decisions now, and it's like if you want a figure bad enough, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it one way or another. And like nowadays, man, like we were talking about scalpers and stuff, you can literally have any figure you want. I mean, with eBay and everything, there is no, if you really, really want it, you can have it. It doesn't matter. I mean, if money's no option or money's no object, you can have it if you really want it. Which is convenient.
I feel,
Like,
I feel that you should always have limitations.
Yeah.
And like I posted up stuff that I've had for years, and I put it at certain prices, because I don't want it like I have, dude. One day I'm gonna make a video of all the stuff I have, just Star Wars alone and NECA figures, and you're gonna be like, it's too much. Like I'm sure you have plenty too, but I have a lot of stuff. So sometimes I put stuff up, and I'm like, well, I want this for it, because I feel that it's been 3 years that it came out. They're not planning on making it any longer, so now it has amassed the value. So it's not like I just bought it off Target or I bought it off GameStop, and I'm just trying to flip it because it's a hot item. No, it's something that's been sitting in my.
The matter is it's yours. You know what I mean? Like you can put whatever price you want on it.
So then I've had people text me, "Oh, you think that's a fair price? Or you think that's a fair price? If you had to buy it, would you pay for it?" And I'm like, if I had to buy it, I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't buy something for this value. But this is what it's going for. If you go to Action Figure 411, this is the value that it's going for. Yeah. Because it's a rare figure. Like I've given into scalpers. Like with the Casey Jones and
Raphael 2-pack.
Raphael, I paid $100 for it. I found later on, like 5 of them.
Yeah.
But I paid $100 because I thought I got that FOMO in me. So I just paid extra, Yep. With Emperor Palpatine too. I was like, in the beginning, I was like, I'll get it, from Amazon. And I was like, yeah, I'll get it. And I was like, just thinking of what I'm gonna add to it, like in my cart, because I wanted to just get a nice shipment in, and it just sold out. And then the price just started going up. It was at 50, and I was like, I don't want to pay 50. I don't want to pay nobody an extra $10.
Yeah.
And then it jumped to 60, and then it jumped to 70. So then I bought it at 115.
Wow.
I bought it at 115, and I was like, I opened it just to see it, and then I put it right back in the box. I never took it out of the box, and then I put it in the closet or whatever. Or I think it's in the basement or whatever it was. And then somebody in one of the Star Wars chats, because I'm in Star Wars groups on Facebook,
right? They
were talking about it's $250, and I'm like, I just bought it less than 6 months ago for $115.
For $115.
And now it's already $250. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, and it's like, it's something that's not being. But that's another one that they announced today. They didn't announce it, but Yakface showed that picture that they're gonna re-release that one.
Oh, okay, cool.
The Palpatine with the chair.
Yeah.
On his throne or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I did see that one. I never got it either. It had a different head sculpt that came with it too. Am I right?
Yeah, different head sculpt and
yeah, I remember that one.
Different hands.
I didn't get a chance to
the
get
force,
it.
the force field, whatever.
Yeah. I tell you what, since Target has bologna sandwiches for
Bologna
days.
sandwiches. Richard Bird knows what I'm talking about.
Since Target has been re-releasing those classified Culver Islands, if you look on eBay now, they went from like $100 to like $60 and stuff. They went down like crazy. Yeah.
But people are selling them because they know.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, like someone told me over in Target that they're gonna actually release them in the stores on the 30th.
Oh, okay, cool.
So whoever missed out on Firefly or whatever, they might be in the stores on the 30th.
Well, I'm gonna try to find Beachhead then and they kicked up the price on Target.com because they're $22.99 now, and then with
They
shipping
used to be
and everything-
19.
Yeah, when they're with shipping and everything, yeah, they're like $31 or something like that. Yeah, I think it's 30 something. I can't remember now. What number did you say?
No, they're $22.99.
Yeah.
Because now it's Hasbro though, because Hasbro wants to put up the prices on everything.
Yeah.
Oh, the Emperor's Vintage Collection. I thought it was Black Series.
Well, then it must be so it'll be the smaller figures?
Yeah, the 3 3/4.
Okay. That'd still be cool to have.
Yeah, those 3 3/4 still nice.
That'd be tight. Yeah, that'd be tight. I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to ask you. We've been having so much fun talking about all this other stuff. There's stuff I wanted to ask you.
Remember, I'm going to get my shirt done. Scalpers got to eat too.
Actually, I got a shirt here for you that I'm going to be sending you. And I want to make sure I make everybody a shirt that's on the show.
Oh, wow.
It's nothing spectacular, but...
Oh, believe me, it's spectacular. It's coming from you. It's definitely spectacular.
Happy Hour with Rebels.
Oh, thank you so much, man. That looks beautiful.
No problem, buddy. No problem.
I'm going to be hunting, and for the first time, you're going to see my body while I'm hunting. I'll be like, yeah, look.
That's awesome.
Rebels, no rules.
Hell yeah.
I'll have a
Some
bunch
idea.
of Target people at my Target scream out Rebels, no rules for a video.
That would be awesome.
I'll do it. I don't care.
I would love that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So I've been telling everybody that this shirt, it's kind of plain, and I want to make a badass shirt later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I have everybody. I mean, it's going to be a while, but once I have everybody that has been guests on this show, then I'll show the new shirt, and they're going to be like, well, man, I want that shirt. And I'll be like, well, you have to come be a guest again.
Nice. That's a good idea.
That's my plan, yeah.
Do you work for Hasbro? Good marketing.
I should, yeah. If I did, man, I'd hook you up.
They sold all those, the Greedos, the Kenner version. They just popped them out there, and they sold out on Amazon. And then they gave us the one everybody wanted, the reissued one, the regular color.
I think that's what they're doing with the classified line, too, because a lot of these classified line figures, they don't exactly look like the old school G.I. Joes, right? So I think they're putting all them out. And then after that, and they've got it suckered in, then they'll make the old school looking G.I. Joes, because they already did with Roadblock. It was an Amazon exclusive or whatever. Have you seen that Roadblock?
Yeah.
The big machine gun and all that? He looks badass. I'm like, oh, I have to have him. I've already got 2 other Roadblocks right now.
Aren't there like 4 Roadblocks now?
Yeah.
Because there's the original one, and then there's the paint change.
Paint change. I haven't gotten the paint change one yet.
And then there's the Target exclusive.
Yep.
And now there's this new one where he's all beefed up, right?
Yep. And that one looks fantastic. He looks like the cartoon, but just a little more badass, which is fine. You know what I mean? But like they waited. They sat on that until we bought up all the other ones.
Yeah, that one looks the best.
All right, Americans, take it easy, buddy. Thanks
Americans,
for
take care, bro. Thanks for being here, bro. Really appreciate you.
Thank you. But yeah, Hasbro's like that, man. They're tricky. Hasbro just all about that money.
They got, where else can you get human ATMs? Right. I mean, you're an ATM, and I'm an ATM.
I am, dude.
You know, where else can you have them?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, man, I don't want to spend so much money on figures. I need to take it easy. And then, boom, like G.I. Joe stuff. I'm like, I got to go get it.
And I have a feeling, you know what they did with this whole re-release of their Cobra Island classified, whatever, their exclusives. I think you know why they re-released them is because they want to have, because there's a bunch of people that when they first started coming out, they weren't really after the G.I. Joe line. They were like, But now as you see more people getting them and more people making reviews and more people showing all the collections, they're like, damn, the nostalgia hits in and that FOMO hits in. So you're like, damn, I missed out. Now you have the chance to jump on it. And once you're hooked, believe me, you're hooked.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Once
Yeah,
they got you, it's like they got you by the
Yeah.
chiclets and you're gone.
The chiclets, yeah. I got Tasman hooked, man. I've been talking to Tasman about G.I. Joes. Now he's buying them like crazy. He's like, damn it, Rebels, look what you did. But they're badass. They're sweet figures. I mean, I'm really impressed with them.
No, the G.I. Joes look really nice, man.
Yeah.
That they have me tempted
The
few times, but
articulation's badass on them. They're sweet, man. They're really cool.
what do you think about those Action Force? I think they're called, right?
I've got a Sergeant Slaughter pre-ordered.
They got you too.
Yeah.
They
So
got
far,
you.
just Sergeant Slaughter, but I don't know, man. I get that in hand, and I open it. I may want more. I don't know.
I wonder if Hasbro's gonna make Sergeant Slaughter.
I don't know. There's some kind of thing with Action Force. I don't know. I've read some stuff where they own a lot of rights to that and stuff, but still, he's also a wrestler and everything else. I don't see why you would think Hasbro would have rights to him.
Yeah, but that one, he doesn't have the likeness, like complete likeness. He looks like
no, he's kind of cartoony.
And the names also are like a little bit changed a bit, right?
Maybe I might not have noticed that. I don't know.
He's not called Sergeant Slaughter. I think he's called something else. I think, right?
I'm not really sure. I don't know. When I seen him, I was like, Sergeant Slaughter. I've got to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know what? To be truthful with you, I don't think I read the name on it. I was just like, oh,
yeah,
shit,
I think all the
Sergeant
names
Slaughter.
are a little bit switched up a bit.
Yeah.
But they look good. Those figures look really nice.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So, what is your favorite horror movie of all time, AIRMAX?
It would have to be Halloween.
The original?
Like the first one, the very first one.
Okay.
But it's between that one and Saw. I like Saw a lot.
Saw's
Saw is more like a thriller. It's not a.
Yeah, Saw's interesting. It really is. It's like it's a mind boggler too, because a lot of times I feel like an idiot when I'm watching Saws because I'll be asking Blue Eyes a lot, like, now wait a minute, how did this happen, or did and she's explaining it to me because it's very confusing. They do a good job on the movies.
Saw did a real good job, and those are the movies that make you think, like, hey, now you found the value of life,
Yeah, oh yeah. I haven't seen the new one yet. Have you seen it, Spiral?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Something came out today, right? Like some movies came out today, I think, right, for like HBO Max or something.
I'm not sure.
I think like that.
Black Widow is supposed to be coming out. I don't know if it's out yet or not.
I think that came out today. I think I'm not sure.
Maybe that's what it was.
I don't keep up with Marvel Legends, so I don't know.
What about the Fast and Furious movies? Do you like them?
In the beginning, I did.
I
stopped
at the first one was off the chain.
The first one, the second one was cool too, and the Tokyo Drift or something that was even okay.
It wasn't bad.
But then they just kept dragging it, right? I mean, they're making a killing with that franchise too.
Well, like, I'll watch trailers for those, like the new ones and stuff. I'm like, oh, that looks dumb, and then I'm like, hell yeah, I'll watch it. Like, I can't help myself. I'm gonna watch them all. I'm gonna watch them all. But yeah, they are something. Like, and I'll talk crap about it, but like, I'll watch it. I'm sure I will. Yeah,
something else I had to ask you. I don't remember.
Come out today.
Oh, the Black Widow did come out today.
Yeah.
Did you watch that Mortal Kombat?
No, I've been wanting to see it. I still haven't got a chance to watch that, and I haven't got to see Godzilla vs. Kong yet. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen either.
Yeah, I haven't either. I lost the AIRMAX. I can't hear you. For real, I can't hear you. I hope it's not me. Maybe it's me. It's you? Okay, all right. Do you want to leave and come back? See if that'll work? Okay, all right. All right, we're waiting on Mr. AIRMAX here. You saw Godzilla vs. Kong. Is it pretty good? Gary's Grills. Hey guys, I'm still at work and can't stay, but wanted to check in. Well, I appreciate it, Gary. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. The earth has shifted. The fog is lifted. The race is lifted. What's up, bro?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yep. Did you hear my little rhyme?
Yeah. The earth has shifted.
It just came to my mind, man. It's from Kid Rock. Yeah, it was a Kid Rock song. Yeah. Art Walk, what's up, man? How are you? Ohio does have a great Air Force museum. Yeah, we've been there a lot. It's a cool Air Force museum. And the humans were okay. Okay, yeah, I'd like to see that. He's talking about the Godzilla versus Kong or Kong versus Godzilla. It says a lot of action, and the humans were okay. That's cool. I'll check it out. Return of the AIRMAX. So, AIRMAX, what's your real name, bro? What's your first name?
It's weird.
Well, so is John's, and there for the longest you would say hi, and I can't even say it right. I'm not even gonna try. John Joker's name. You would say. Will you say John Joker's name?
It's in Italian. His last name. It's his last name. Well, his last name's in Italian.
What's his first name? Sarge.
No, that's his last name.
Oh, that's his last name. What is it?
Sargachi.
Sargachi. Yeah, because I would be reading in the chat on Wednesdays. And you would say, hello, Sargachi. And I'm like, hello. I'm like, I'm not sure. I didn't even know it was John Joker for the longest time. I had no idea.
Well, my first name's easy. My first name is Guido.
Guido?
Yeah, Guido.
Okay. So like Greedo, but Guido.
Yeah, like Guido, but Guido.
Guido. Okay, got it. I got it. It's in my
Guido.
Okay, it's in my hard drive now. Okay,
hard drive. Cool. Make sure it's processed completely.
Yeah.
Ed is easy. Why couldn't they give me an
Ed
easy
is so
name?
easy, yeah. Ed is so easy. Yeah. The Air Force Museum is so haunted. Huh, that's interesting. Man, I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to ask you. So I asked you about horror movies, I asked you about your gangster movies, collecting. Is there anything that you're into that we don't know about? Are you like into comics? Are you into anything that would surprise us?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's cool.
I wasn't into biking, but
motorcycles or bicycles?
No, bicycles, like
okay.
road bikes.
Yeah, okay.
But those days are a little bit behind me.
I used to skateboard a lot when I was a kid and stuff too. I was into skateboarding a lot, but
I always wanted to skateboard, but it was like growing up, it was choices. Yeah. You remember those? You remember those tracks where you would have like a little car and you'll press the button and zzz,
oh yeah,
like a speed track, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom took me to Toys R Us or KB Toys, whatever.
Right.
And she goes to me. It was like right around Christmas, and I always wanted to skateboard. And she goes to me. She's like, "What do you want? You want the track?" She said, "It's for your cousin for Christmas." And I'm like, a little kid, I'm 7 years old or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And she's like, "You want the skateboard or you want the track?" And I'm like, I mean, she didn't say you want it, but for your cousin. Right. So I'm like, so my mind, I'm like, yeah, he may let me use the skateboard, but he's gonna definitely have to play with me with the track. It's 2 cars, so
Right.
So they go the track, and then little did we know Christmas, and I opened the track, so I never got a skateboard. So they went my skateboard dreams down the drain. And all my friends had skateboards, and they wouldn't let me use their skateboard, so it was just like I was on my bike.
Tony Hawk, man. You could have been, you could have been badass.
It could have been another good way to get away from people.
I actually have I skateboard still sometimes, even though I'm fat. But I've got a longboard. Skateboards? He can a little bit. I taught him, and like he can stay up on it and he can skateboard a little bit. But I've got a longboard, and I used to skateboard all the time as a kid. But those days have passed. But a longboard is kind of like an old man skateboards. I don't know if you've seen those before. They're
with the bigger wheels, right?
Yeah. And they're a little.
I really wanted to get one. I guess I'm getting old.
Yeah, they're nice. They're. I go on vacation to Ohio. Kings Island's my favorite. Yeah, my daughter works at Kings Island. Art Walk. So, well, I can't think of much else, man. I really appreciate having you on here, man. This has been really cool.
It's that time.
This has been really cool, man. I appreciate you a lot.
Dude, thank you for having me.
No problem.
It's been a blast.
Yeah. Got to learn a little bit about you. Everybody, If you have not subscribed to him, please subscribe to it. This way, here we go. Please subscribe to AIRMAX. He's awesome. It's action figure encounters. I've got it right here on my lovely TV. And he does a lot of toy hunts. He does a lot of little, like editorials about painting and stuff and dioramas. He makes some awesome stuff. I love this. The Saw diorama. I haven't even seen this one. This looks freaking awesome. And he does some cool toy hunts and stuff also. And subscribe. Everybody subscribe to this young man. Here we go. Hold on. Some more of his videos here. Bro, you got a lot of videos.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've been doing that. I was because I like to, like test things out in a sense.
Yeah.
And there's some lady that does videos, and she had like 100 subscribers, friends and family, whatever you want to call them. And she did 31 videos in 31 days nonstop, and she made it to like 2,000 and change in a month.
Wow.
And she was talking about something about the algorithm, how it starts pumping out your videos because it feels that eventually they're gonna get money because of because you're making so much content.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth the shot. I mean, I don't plan on leaving my day job anytime soon, or at all ever. And we talked about it with Tasman about this. We were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, thank you, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks, Greedo." This is just for fun,
Oh, yeah.
And me, I like running tests and checks. It's part of what I do.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. This is your video right here, right? This is one of your videos.
Yeah.
This thing has got 28,000 views, bro.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Painting helmets for beginners, part 2. This one here, Stop Stealing. Is this you?
Yeah, all of those are mine.
2.2 thousand views, bro. I've never had a video go that high. That is
But
awesome,
the thing is
man.
that, all right, I want to make a
1.7?
video on that for sure. Like, and that's something that I've been holding off on, but I really want to do it on tutorials, and it's for the community mainly on thumbnails.
Your thumbnails are killer, by the way. I love.
Okay,
thumbnails.
just quickly before I go, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up my wife soon, regardless.
Okay.
But when you're making thumbnails and you're gonna put any types of, like, this has to do with what I do in my personal life, right? It's not just here,
Right.
When you do a thumbnail, try to use the most clearest font, like the most readable font that you could use, and try not to like clutter it up with like 100 million ideas,
Okay.
Like put toy hunt, make sure it's nice and bold and big, and then if you find something like point that out, but simple, and that makes it clickable. Like, I've seen a lot of people that try to put like the whole description in their thumbnail,
Right.
and then on top of that they use a weird font, and then on top of that they use weird colors like that match sort of your background of your font of your thumbnail.
Right.
So now your thumbnail is just something that someone's gonna swipe by.
Yeah, because it's cluttered. Yeah, I agree. You don't want it all cluttered. You want it to be like, I mean, like this right here. Like you're showing this figure right here. I mean, this looks good. And like this one here, you got 1.6 thousand views on this.
Yeah, I got one of those videos had like 28,000 views, but it's the short.
It was that first one right here.
How to paint
helmets. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got,
the helmets.
That must be the first.
But then you got to think about that too. Like, I don't that
28,000 views. That is great.
Tutorials usually get a lot of views, so those are tutorials. It's not like in our community. The toy reviews that get like when you get a brand new item, like that it's not really out there, and you do a review, you'll get a lot of views on that.
Yeah.
Like an exclusive, like you found a super rare Chase Funko Pop, it'll get a lot of views.
Yeah.
And toy hunts, but like regular toy reviews, those like it goes real exclusive, toy hunts, regular reviews.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what the people want to see. I agree with you. But yeah, man, you're doing pretty good on on a lot of these, man. These are some big numbers on some of these, man. That's cool. Well, I enjoy your content, man, and I try to watch all your hunt videos, and with your hunt videos, a lot of them are pretty quick. They're like 5 minutes or whatever. And
Oh yeah,
you even say in the very beginning. Yeah, you even say in the very beginning, you're like short video for you guys. Da, da, da. And that, I mean, not that I don't like watching long videos, but a lot of times I'm busy and I'll be looking at, everybody I'm subscribed to. And a lot of times I'll glance at yours or I'll get a notification on my phone. Everybody ring the bell too when you do subscribe to him, ring that bell. But I'll get notifications about your videos a lot and I'll kind of click on it. And I might have 10 minutes or 5 minutes, just watching on my phone real quick. And it'll say like 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this real quick. And they're good, man.
Like, I think of this, like, and that's a suggestion for the community, period, right? If you're watching someone's video and they're not completely horrible, make sure you hit that like button.
Oh yeah.
Even if something that you really didn't enjoy as much, like hit that like button because it sends out, like the algorithm will send it out to other people. Yeah. And then there's something else I have to say. Fuck. Thank you, COVID.
I tell you, man, I know. Since I had COVID, my memory is shot. I'll be honest. I'm sorry, man.
Dude, it was right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The videos, like the hunt videos, and like yours and everyone else, they're more informative, because it's not like yeah, I'm happy that you got your whole wave of Marvel Legends, but bottom line is I kind of really don't care whether you got them or not. But I'm happy to know that they're out there, so now when I go to my Target, I could look for them,
Yep, that's true. Yeah.
Like personally, I care because now we have a relationship, but some people that you watch random videos of is like, who cares? But if you see the date and you see that they got them yesterday, like the Joes or whatever, Pokemon, whatever people are after,
right?
Then hey, it hit California 2 days ago, so in the next couple of days maybe it'll hit New York, stuff like that.
Yep, definitely. Well, bro, I guess I'll end this stream, man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. It's been a pleasure to have you on here.
Thank you for having me.
I've learned a lot of stuff about you that I never knew before, and everybody in the chat has got to meet you. And everybody in the chat, man, check him out. And like I said to Tasman also, these videos sometimes they won't have a lot of people in the chat, but they get a lot of views later on. So there'll be a lot of people watching, man. And I want them all to know you. You're a cool dude. You do cool work, and they need to check you out. So,
thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well.
And remember, can you hit that song for me one time? The Rebels No Rules.
Well, I was planning to have a drink on me, but you want to listen to Thunderstruck. You want to listen to Thunderstruck? Oh man, it's gonna take me a minute. I suck. Oh man, I should have this like ready to go. Yeah, I've been trying to play something different for these, But I do like Thunderstruck a lot.
Thunderstruck, bro.
It was funny, man. I was on a live, or I was in a chat or something with you. No, it was a live, and I had just hopped on, and this was when the Thunderstruck stuff first started up. I said, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And you're like, "Thunderstruck," and it kind of stuck, man. I said, "I think it's your fault."
The first time I jumped on one of your lives, you were playing, and it was like, I think it was the very first time that you actually had the music going.
Yeah.
Because YouTube had given you, like, you had your subscribers.
That's right. Yeah, I was rebelling. All right,
rebelling. You know what? It's all algorithm, okay? Because if you don't want, like, if you get subs, there's something called dead subs.
Okay.
Okay? There's dead subs, and then there is subs that YouTube thinks that you paid people to subscribe because they're not watching your content. Or they just hit, like, they'll go to your channel, hit sub, and no activity from them to your channel. So that's when they'll delete them. And dead subs are people that watch maybe a couple of your videos when they first subscribe, and then they never watch them again. Because, like, you'll see some channels that have 10, 20,000 subs.
Yeah.
And you'll see their view count, like, on their videos, and they have 2,000 or 3,000 views. How is that possible when you have 20,000 subs and you only have 2,000 people watching a video?
True.
It just doesn't add up, It's like, so.
I think that's what probably happened that time. And I was
So
just
that's
like,
what-
it was as a joke, man. It was like, so like I was pissy because I lost a bunch of subs. I was trying to get, I think the 200 at the time, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, whatever. I'm just gonna get on YouTube and blast a bunch of AC/DC and not care about copyright stuff or nothing. And I started doing that, and then every time everybody was like, well, you said Thunderstruck first. I remember you saying it. Calling
Did
me Thunderstruck.
did
But
they
then, like,
ever
everybody else started doing it too.
did they ever send you like an email about Thunderstruck about the
So
copyright?
this is the trick to it, because I was getting copyright claims like crazy, and
Oh, you
I would
did
have
get?
to go back. Yes, and I would have to go back on my computer, and I would have to mute out that part of the song. And okay, so what I started doing was I just play clips of it now. I just play little pieces of it, and they don't care. But if I play like a minute and a half
You could
of
play.
Thunderstruck, dude, I'm screwed. Yeah.
You could play up to like 15 seconds, and as long as you talk about it every time, like, oh, Thunderstruck is such a good song or whatever,
Yeah, they don't care.
they don't care. But after 15 seconds, they start caring.
Yeah.
And if you get, I think, 4 of them, they could cancel your channel out.
Did you see my Major Blood commercial? Did you see that where I was talking about, because I was doing the giveaway, and I was talking about how third place sucks because usually you don't get.
Yeah, I remember
place.
that's why
Okay.
I added it into the thumbnail.
Yeah. That's right. Yep. Okay, so that video, I filmed that video, and I had just a little bit of AC/DC's "If You Want Blood, You Got It." You know the song I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
I had that in there, and it was perfect, dude. It looked badass. It looked so cool. And I was like, I sent it to YouTube. It was good to go. And we took Hayden to a swimming class, okay? So I'm looking on my phone, just to see how many hits it got and stuff. It says video blocked. I've never had a video blocked. And I went home and I look it up on my computer and everything, and it says copyright violation or whatever, video blocked. If you want blood or whatever, like you can't use that. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I go to the computer and I edit out. I edit and I edit and I edit. Like, if you watch that commercial, dude, it keeps changing. Like, it's edited pretty well. But I got a little bitty bit of that song in there for that figure. But they do not want me playing that song at all. Like, I could not do it. For some reason I can get away with Thunderstruck, and I can get away with Have a Drink on Me, which, I'm enjoying with this whole atmosphere, about the happy hour.
Oh, they don't care about the drink.
Yeah, but that's a
I
cool.
I have one copyright strike, and it's from some overseas. I think it's Israel
Okay.
or Iran. It was like a beat. It's not even a song itself. You know how you put, like, when the music is blasting in your toy hunts.
Yeah.
So you put like a soundtrack behind it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Yep.
score behind it.
Yep.
I put something, and supposedly it belongs to someone in Iraq or Iran or Israel.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's
thank you for
weird how it
having
works,
me.
so.
Let me get out of
Thank you,
here.
man. I'll give you a little thunder on your way out.
Yeah, give me some of that thunder.
Hell yeah. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming on here, dude.
Thank you so much. I
I've been
really
looking forward to
appreciate
this all
you.
week. I've been looking forward to this all week.
I was rushing home. I didn't even have lunch. I just came and I had some burgers. When you were calling me, I was on the phone. And I'm like, dude, hold up. I'm trying to finish my meal. I'm going to jump on right now.
Yeah, dude. I sit down here and I'm looking, and you know the little window on the bottom where your guest is, and you weren't showing up. And it was like 2 minutes till, and I'm like, oh shit, I hope he shows up.
Oh, no, I was going to show up. I told you I would.
I know, bro. I know. I was just worried about you, so.
All right, brother.
Man, well, thank you so much.
Thank
man.
you,
I appreciate
guys
you.
in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. And whoever sub, thank you so much. You're all friends
Check them
and
out,
family.
everybody.
If you have any help with finding some figures, let me know. You get a 5% discount on my scalp prices.
Yes! That deserves some thunder right there. Thank you, AIRMAX. I appreciate you, man.
Take care, bro. You have a good one.
You too. Bye, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Well, guys, that's gonna end this. That's gonna end this happy hour session. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I'll check in the chat here real quick. Yeah, you all rock, man. I appreciate you all for being on here. I'm sorry I couldn't pay too much attention to the chat. I really wanted to concentrate on my brother AIRMAX, man, and make sure that he was heard. And he's a great guy, man. If you guys have not subscribed to him, please subscribe to him. He does great videos. You guys will enjoy him. And I just wanted to share them with everybody. So I'm glad everybody showed up. Thank you very much. And until next time, have a drink on me. Have a good weekend. Thanks, guys.